Welcome to Unews for Monday, July 15th. I'm Lorraine Cáceres. We begin with major controversy for President Trump. Critics saying he used racist language to attack progressive Democratic congresswomen, and the party is now pushing back. Aranza Luisaga has more. And Trump was asked today by ABC News if he thinks his tweets were racist. Not at all, he replied. Now to another major story we've been following. ICE confirmed that massive deportation raids started on Sunday, targeting immigrants with orders of removal. The major raids threatened by the Trump administration didn't materialize, but people around the country took precautions in case agents knocked on their door. Raids were planned to happen in 10 cities, but the agency is postponing the operation in New Orleans due to the storm. For many, the fear today and in the coming days will be leaving their homes and showing up to work, risking an unexpected encounter with ICE. It's not clear for now how many days this operation will go on. President Trump is defending conditions at border detention facilities visited by Vice President Pence on Friday. Trump tweeted and new Trump administration rule will mean that migrants applying for asylum in the U.S. will have less time to prepare for their credible fear interviews that are necessary to outline fears of persecution in their home countries that qualify them for asylum. This new rule puts enormous pressure on asylum applicants and could significantly compromise their cases. Pedro Rojas has more. And now to the Gulf Coast and a major flood threat as Barry moves inland. The storm already bringing dangerous flooding, and now more rain is on the way. Rafael Rodriguez has the latest. Terrible situation after the break. Why did... And welcome back to Unews. Now to a major blackout hitting the nation's largest city over the weekend. More than 70,000 people losing power as a major section of Manhattan ground to a halt. As Fabiola Galindo explains, that area once again up and running.
Employees from the electricity company Con Edison continue working to find out what exactly happened in this blackout. They say their investigation could take a couple of days. In New York, Fabiola Galindo, Unews.
And as the New York power outages darkened the Great White Way, the cast of Hadestown had no problem taking their Broadway performance outside. Crowds filled the streets. Now to a scene that keeps happening all over the country, this time in Florida, where two customers at a fast food restaurant were caught on camera berating a manager, overhearing him speak Spanish to another employee. Grecia Lastra has that video. Manager Ricardo Castillo joins me now. Ricardo, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
First of all, can you take us back to that day? What happened?
Okay, that day I usually sit down in the lobby.
We're going to react, but it's very different when you're in those shoes.
At the moment, it was confusing. I had to take it as a manager and obviously understand.
React. How long have you been working at that restaurant, and what's been the reaction from managers, the owners?
With this franchise, is actually going to 2 years.
Light on the situation that keeps happening in our country, and it's so real.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And as the nation continues to grapple with gun control, some new data is shedding light on possible solutions. According to a new study, gun deaths in the U.S. are at an all-time high. But in the states with stricter laws, fewer American children die by firearms. An African-American activist is found dead. We'll have the shocking details. And a dramatic... In Louisiana, an investigation is underway into the mysterious death of a beloved civil rights activist, Sadie Roberts Joseph, who founded an African-American museum in Baton Rouge. Maridi Murungi has the very latest. In Oregon, authorities believe they have found the remains of actor Charles Levin. The 70-year-old was reported missing last week. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, construction workers were able to save the lives of a baby and a toddler who were stuck inside a burning building. That dramatic moment was caught on video, and Jorge Hernandez has the story. In Arizona, a cancer patient is grateful for several workers at a local Macy's who saved her life. Azul Alvarez reports. Iran's president says he's ready to sit down with the United. Now, 4 stories making headlines around the world. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani says Venezuela, where a hacienda in the middle of a region well known for rum production, is starting to become popular for its production of something else: rehabilitated criminals. And perhaps it's only a matter of time before Hacienda Santa Teresa's program to reintegrate criminals into society is as well known as its rums. Giselle Robles has the story. Our airline is once again canceling. And it's hailed the Super Bowl of online shopping. Today is Amazon's Prime Day. Now to check in with Aranza Loizaga. She's got a preview of what's coming up during the second hour of Unews. Aranza, what do you have for us?
First of all, happy Monday, and thank you, Lorraine. In the next hour of Unews, we'll have the latest on financier Jeffrey Epstein. There are new accusations against the alleged sex trafficker of trying to bribe witnesses in the days before his arrest. Also, we'll have dramatic video of a rafting adventure gone wrong, a group of people tumbling over a waterfall in Pennsylvania. The details on their condition coming up. And we also have an incredible story out of Missouri, where a woman fighting back after her car was stolen. That woman, tracking down the suspect and getting her vehicle back. And no, she's not a detective nor a police officer. So we have that story and a lot more coming in just minutes. Lorraine, back to you.
Aranza will definitely be watching.
Sure.
And after the break, we'll catch up on some of the best sports action from the weekend. And now let's go to Nico Cantor for a recap of the best of the weekend's sports action and some treats for the tennis fans out there. Nico, take it away. The energy in bringing us those highlights. Kim Kardashian West is world famous in large part thanks to her social media activity, so it makes sense that she has an eye for others who know how to attract an audience online. One of those talents, Jonathan Ramirez, who is now working side by side with this global icon. Ana Barbie spoke with him. On Saturday, during his last concert of the Freshen Up tour in Los Angeles, Paul McCartney got a little help from a friend when he brought Ringo Starr to the stage. The pair. That's all the information we have for the first hour of Unews. I'm Lorraine Cáceres. Stay with us for the second hour.